Welcome to My Wife Left Me podcast. On this week, we got Spooky Ghosts. We will be messaging our number neighbors, see what's up. And does recycling make you gay? We'll get into that more.
Some interesting questions.
We'll get into that more in this episode. I'm joined here today by Sean,
Mr. Goofy.
Goofy man. Goofy's out.
He's repping.
He's repping
Right here.
And Pat, Mr. Starfish.
The fish is here.
The water bug.
The water bug is here.
The water bug's here. So yeah, if you don't know what a number neighbor is, it's basically a thing that's going around the internet where you text your neighbor. So you have your own number, and then at the last digit you either go up one or down one.
Right.
And so you basically text your number neighbor.
Right.
So let's go ahead and do that now. I already did mine. I'm recording my phone, so I already got responded to by one of my neighbors.
Yeah.
My Android neighbor. He was pretty cool about it.
Broke.
Yeah, so we're all sending selfies.
Yeah. I'll show mine right now, and then I'll tell what I'm sending.
Okay.
So this is the reference photo. Hopefully that'll show up. Hold it for a
So you
second.
can put it on the screen.
Yeah, and I'm sending that, and I'm saying, how goes it, number neighbor?
Me?
And that is what I'm sending.
Fish?
I'm sending a picture of myself with my t-shirt, and for our audio listeners, I'm wearing a Kakashi Hatake t-shirt from Naruto. And I'm going to say, howdy, number neighbor. You better be respecting your fellow senpai on this fine afternoon.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I'm hoping to
That's
get like a good cringe response. For
Epic cringe pie.
Epic.
So we're going to be...
So epic.
Cringe pie, the new thing. So we're basically going to text him now, and then throughout the pod, if we get responses, we'll be checking back in and responding, see if anything interesting happens.
Indeed.
So have you guys sent it?
I sent the first one. I'm doing the other one right now.
Good gaming. Was your first one Android or iPhone?
I have a fucking Google phone, so I can't even see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't speak broke.
Yeah,
so.
you're broke too, boy.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Like when my phone freezes up now.
Mr. Goofy and I are going to Hershey Park tomorrow as
Indeed.
well. Should be a fun time.
Interesting. You
We'll be
like
getting-
new jobs.
We'll be getting frunked up.
I'm
Yeah,
so
you better.
sorry.
Sorry for your egg.
Not my
Not
egg.
the egg. All right, hold on.
Have you sent yours, Mr. Fish?
Yes.
Let's keep us updated.
This is sent.
Let's talk here.
It's sent. I'm sending
You
the second
send
one
the
right now.
Let's have let the conversation begin.
Cool stuff, slick stuff.
I'm gonna send cool stuff, slick stuff, raw stuff to my number neighbor.
My favorite kind of stuff to send.
All right, the one below has been officially sent. The one above is now about to get my cum shot as well.
Good gaming.
Indeed.
Oh, it looks like it seems as though they're both iPhone users, so they do not speak
Okay,
broke either.
Cool.
Or maybe their parents don't speak broke.
Interesting. The Android responded before my iPhone one, so
Yeah,
I
that
was
is
split.
wild.
Yeah, it responded like immediately.
Phone's freezing up now.
Oh no, Mr. Goofy. He's got that Google phone.
I know.
He's got that Google phone.
Hold up, I got it now.
Fuck, I said it was Wednesday to one of them. Now they're going to think I'm fucking stupid. It's Thursday. Fuck. I said Thursday to the other one. Now we
Double
wait.
send.
I just...
All right.
You sent?
Yep.
All right, now we wait.
My phone stopped taking a shit.
While we wait, so I'm sure you guys have heard about the El Paso shootings and whatnot. So obviously, thoughts and stuff out to them. Obviously, unfortunate, but the media is going back and blaming video games.
Of course.
Trump, in particular, blamed video games. It's like every time something like this happens, like they don't want to take action. So like, oh, video games.
Yeah.
You know, that's the cause.
They've been blaming video games since before the 360. I remember...
No, it
It
was
started with like Columbine.
was the big one because the
Well,
shooters
yeah.
at Columbine were playing Doom. And so they were like, oh, it's video games because of the violence.
Yeah, that wasn't even on fucking
Yeah, no.
360. That was like a fucking
No, that
PC
was
game.
bro, that was like 2000. That was before
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking 360 was even invented.
That's what I'm saying. So like they've been... I remember they blamed one
Yeah.
in like Tennessee on the Matrix video game.
Yeah, it's just like
the fuck?
random shit.
So let's watch and see what people are saying. Some of these are older, but the Trump's at the end. to round us off in current times.
The latest target of the president's task force on guns set up in the wake of the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. Leaders of the industry met with Vice President Biden yesterday, and gun supporters say that's where the real blame lies when it comes to mass shootings. ABC's David Curley is at the White House with more on the meetings. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Deanna. We are now just hours away from the Vice President unveiling his recommendations on guns after that series of meetings. And as you mentioned, the latest with video game makers who said, don't blame us. This is big business. In 2011, consumers spent nearly $25 billion on video games.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
And in this debate, some gun advocates blame those games and violent movies for sparking mass shootings by young men.
I love that. They show that there's a soldier in all of us, like as some call to action for like people to shoot up
exactly.
things.
Yeah, it's all catered to like just support their narrative.
But the other thing too, like the shooters they showed, like Columbine, I don't know if Sandy Hook, the movie theater one, they all had like manifestos.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they explain why they did it.
Right.
Like, and none of it did they say, I did it because Doom fucking rotted my brain and I wanted to go and kill. Yeah, let's just...
We begin by meeting with executives of game makers. The Vice President did not assign blame.
We're anxious to see if there's anything you can suggest to us to diminish the possibility, even if we only save one kid's life as a consequence as well. It's not a uniform view.
But the biggest, the National Rifle Association, was clear. It won't buy any of the administration's ideas to control guns.
I don't have any comment on what anybody said about the meetings.
All for PPK.
Second, we must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. It is too easy today for troubled youth to surround themselves with a culture that celebrates violence. We must stop or substantially reduce this, and it has to begin immediately.
Investigators also believe violent video games played a role in Lanza's murderous fantasies. And a trove of material has been recovered from Lanza's basement. Sources say in Lanza's mind, the killing of 20 children and 6 adults may have amounted to some kind of score.
That's so bullshit, some kind of score.
That's in the basement of his home, in a private gaming room with the windows blacked out, honing his computer shooting skill.
You know what I love about these stories? Is it's always these 50, 60-year-old old fucks
they haven't
that have
touched
no
control.
fucking idea what a video game is, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just fucking ridiculous. It pisses me off because it's like, it obviously doesn't cause it.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, none of these people making these news stories have touched a controller in their fucking life.
Yeah,
they have literally no idea. When has like an entertainment form been like blamed for like some sort of shooting, like at the movie theater?
Yeah,
like, why didn't no one blame the movies? Violent movies, like isn't that the cause? You know.
What I love is I remember in like 2017 there was like an influx of like people driving through crowds, and like that was another big thing. And like there was a lot of stabbings in Europe, and then people just driving through crowds. Like, are you gonna fucking blame the Fast and Furious movies and Need for Speed for people doing that? Like, no, it's just fucking people being off their shit. And
it's just because people love to place blame on something.
Mm-hmm.
And because they don't want to do anything about it.
Right, exactly.
They
so
don't
just
want
like,
to
it's video games.
They don't want to enact like basic gun control that like a lot of people would be fine with, having.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole thing is a sticky situation because just like that gets all into like the whole gun control debate, which is just like a whole nother fucking nest of issues.
But like stuff like the mental health stuff, like having a mental health like background check, like they can't even pass that because like
exactly
they're too up their own ass.
Yeah,
like,
that needs to be passed.
Yeah. So we make fun of both sides here.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we made fun of the right. Now, whenever we go political, I'll make sure to make fun of both sides. Yeah. So here is Kelly Osbourne on The View, the best fucking show.
I hate the fucking
The View is fucking terrible. So this is her right when like Trump got elected.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that you know what I mean. Like when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA. They always
but they Latinos are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not part of this argument with...
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself
needs to look
probably relies on a lot of these people that he's insulting.
I love the absolute panic. She's like,
no, I didn't mean
she's
it.
leading up like she's gonna get thunder surprise. Well, who's gonna clean your toilets, Donald Trump? And she's like, well, I didn't mean it like that. You know, I didn't mean it like that. Like,
not all Latinas are maids. And,
yeah,
servants.
It's funny because like, there's no other way to like take that. She's like, oh, well, that's not what I meant. Like, how else? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that shit. Talk about a bunch of like old women that don't know shit about what they're talking about.
Yeah. Imagine. And we'll leave
it's like the old women on The View and then like the old men on Fox News. Like they're both just so out of touch with like the youth generation.
Yeah.
And like how shit works.
So now we'll talk a little bit about The Bachelorette. There's been some crazy stuff going on in the Bachelorette world. Do you know what The Bachelorette is like?
Yes.
The premise. The premise of it that, 30 guys date one girl and they keep like thinning out. Yeah, they plow her. They thin out the herd until the last one.
Right.
So in this season, there's been this one guy, Tyler, who's like everybody fucking loves. You might have seen people talking about it on Twitter.
Maybe.
And stuff. But, yeah, so everybody fucking loved him. He's like gained like so many fucking followers on Twitter because of like of how like likable and popular he is.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I'll show you a picture of him.
You fuck him?
Yeah. So that's him on the right there.
So fuckable.
Yeah. So he's good looking.
Not even that good looking. I barely even saw him. I saw like the side of his face.
He's pretty good looking, Mr. Fish.
I'd fuck him.
And this other guy, Jed Wyatt. These were the final two. I don't know why the fuck Google is showing up over there. But that guy, he looks like Jimmy Neutron. Right?
Fuck. Right.
So no one liked fucking Jed because
his name's Jed.
No, he's a musician. And he would always fucking play his guitar. Oh, I love you so much.
Play some Sublime.
Yeah, so he would always show up to dates with his fucking guitar, play, and they'd have his song. And so people were like, all right, this dude's only on the show for fame. He wants to get famous off the musician shit. And so at some point they go to meet the parents. And Hannah, the Bachelorette's parents, didn't like Jed. They're like, well, I don't know if he's going to be able to provide for you with the musician thing. And she's all mad. But they really like Tyler.
Right.
And
what is Tyler's career?
He's like a model and like contractor.
Imagine.
Wait, he's got something good lined up. But so yeah, Hannah's parents didn't like Jed. Even Jed's parents were kind of like skeptical. They were like, "This is interesting." Like
don't fuck this up.
They're like, "Yeah, I don't think Jed's ready to get married and like that kind of stuff."
Right.
So in the end, Hannah picks fucking Jed.
Of course.
And everyone's like pissed because like Tyler was so good.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? And then so a story comes out about Jed. This fucking man's had a girlfriend the moment before he went on the show. And he like lied to Hannah about this. Said, oh yeah, we weren't like that serious and I ended it before. Well, apparently he was like saying I love you to her and they were going on vacations and shit. And he told her, I'm only going on the show to further my music career. And then once I'm done, I'll, come back to you. So this comes out in People magazine and like Hannah is obviously like pissed. So she ends it with Jed.
Yeah.
And then at the end they bring in like at the like after the rose type thing, like a aftermath. They bring in Hannah and Tyler and Hannah's like, oh, would you like to go on get a drink with me sometime? And everybody's like losing their minds. Go, oh my God, Hannah and Tyler are going to get together.
Tyler's like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yeah, So, like an image came out of like him leaving her like apartment like last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so people were like, oh my God, they're going to get back together. Well, personally, I think if I were him being the second choice to like some scumlord like that, I'd be like, fuck you. I'm like moving on to better things.
Right, exactly.
Well, he did. So he started dating Gigi Hadid, the model.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, so they were, she's a pretty fucking popular model.
Yeah.
And so it was like secretive and like there's pictures of her that people thought was her and like and so there's like a video of him getting in her car. That's her right there.
She's pretty.
Him getting in her car in like Brooklyn and stuff, and then they apparently went on like another date in like a bowling alley or something.
How people just fucking stalk these people, dude?
Yeah,
like,
it's
celebrities.
TMZ. It's
Jesus Christ, dude! It's like you can't just fucking escape.
But everybody's like, "Oh my god, like stick with Hannah," you know?
Yeah.
Not some like big prim and proper model. Fuck that, dude. If I were Tyler, I'd be moving on.
Agreed.
Like she picked like some fucking trash can.
Yeah, exactly. Over him. Yeah.
Not to mention she strung along this one dude who was like the craziest motherfucker. He made it top 4, and he was like, I fucked a lot in college, but then one time I was in the shower and God spoke down to me and said, "You need to stop what you're doing," and so he stopped fucking. And then he was like giving her shit for like fucking one of the guys like on one of their dates.
So relatable.
Yeah, and she kept him around even though he was like so clearly like fucking absolutely insane.
No kidding.
But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it's just like girls that are like, "Oh, stick with Hannah," you know. But fuck that.
Yeah. No,
so I just wanted to get your takes on that.
Fair enough. Fucking Bachelorette, dude.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. I'll fucking tell you that. It is very entertaining.
My fucking stepmom and like stepfamily like love that shit so fucking much.
I thought the same before I started watching it, and then once you watch it, it's like it's actually fucking like insanity.
It's pretty entertaining.
So now it's time to get a little spooky. No. Don't be scared.
I'm spooked.
All right, so this is in a well, a water tank actually. But get a fucking load of this.
Sean's like, what? Yeah. I'm already scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm scared.
They're filming down at a water tank.
أنت أدمي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحين غير الحين بنحول
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين بسم الله يا رب نقدر يا الوضع والله ما يصح تموت بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاذات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
They're like exercising a demon.
They are.
Oh, really?
بسم الله نقدر نقدني
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Not the hymns.
Yeah, so they're like performing an exorcism on it.
Jesus.
In a water tank.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was
like,
I mean, something was fucking like screaming its head off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. I was hoping something would like come out.
No,
but it's just a woman being fucked in a water tank. The
so we don't know for sure, obviously. But people in the comments were saying it could be a red fox that fell down there. Because apparently red foxes scream like motherfuckers.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's been some around our neighborhood because I've heard them at night, and it's fucking.
They scream.
It creeps me out, dude.
Bro. It sounds like a woman screaming for her fucking life.
Yeah,
it really does. It is startling.
Can you imagine like going up and like actually hearing that?
Bro,
I
hoed the shit out of Emily one time. For all of our audio listeners, my ex, who like I'm really close with still, I hoed the shit out of her when I was still with her. And we're at my mom's house, which was right by the woods. We heard that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?
A scream like that?
Scream, dude! It was loud as shit, and I was so fucking scared. Jesus. I was like, "Get up and go check." On the couch, I made her get up and like go look at this fucking window, and she like it screamed again, and she got scared as fuck. If she's listening, she's probably like she knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. She's pissed about that.
Yeah, dude,
I heard the shit out of her.
I was in my room once, and I had my window open, and I just heard it like all of a sudden. Like I had my headphones on, and I could hear it.
I remember you telling me that,
and it freaked me the fuck out because I was like, "What the fuck?" The other night when I was outside, like late at night, I heard it again.
Weird, dude.
I haven't really heard a scream like
dude,
that.
They're fucking. They're like
you guys aren't near too many like wooded areas, so like
there's forests pretty close by my house,
closer to you. Yeah.
But dude, like at my dad's and at my mom's, where, like it's like surrounded when I used to live there. Like, that shit is scary, dude.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's weird,
freaks
like
me
the
out.
sounds like animals can make.
Yeah,
when they're coming.
Yeah. So that was just. I mean, I almost wish it wasn't explained because if it wasn't, it'd be even spookier.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like,
yeah.
I feel bad for it too. Like if it's just trapped, that
down
fucking
there.
sucks.
Jesus.
But on a happier note, here's a pedophile kissing children on a show.
I remember
it's not that bad.
Oh, Leanne, I was almost going to call you Lori. How could I miss? Oh, it's very easy. You're both very pretty, and you have green eyes. Jesus Christ. They're not blue. Now, don't tell me that.
He's like so not about it.
Closer. They're green. So I fooled you.
People applauding it.
What the fuck?
I fooled
about
you.
Getting married and
wait,
family and things like that. So I fooled you. I fooled you.
I didn't like the
You
slow.
talk about getting married and having a family and things like that. No.
He's like 8.
Yeah, what
What do you do when you're 11 years old for a date? Where do you go? What are some things you do?
We just walk home from school with each other.
Oh, you walk home from school with each other.
Yeah, so that's where I'll find you. Put you in my van.
Wait, he's like, which street do you walk?
About what time do you get out of class?
Yeah, what time are you
Where do
getting
you
home?
kids hang around?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
No kisses, Jennifer? You look like a young lady who likes to give lots of hugs and kisses out, do you? Hey? Hey?
What?
Not really.
Not really. Not really.
Jesus.
It's like, not really.
Bree's like,
Any way I can convince you?
We'll see about that.
I'm a host of
Can I
a
have a
game
kiss?
show.
I can't have one? Even if I say and whisper in your ear that, Allison, you're gonna win the show, I still can't have a hug?
So he's saying, kiss me and you'll win the show.
Bro, this is like indoctrination of like fucking like the sex
This is like the
trade.
70s. Like this 70s
this
to the
is-
T right here.
This is terrifying.
What this means
Get a
in jail.
kiss? Well, I guess you can't win the show then. If I don't get a hug and a kiss. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah, so that's
What
his
the
wife.
fuck?
His wife runs a show with him, and she goes, "Dirty old
Oh
man."
my god.
What the fuck is wrong with this man? Was that Family Feud?
That's a good
No, it's
answer.
not Family Feud.
Oh,
I don't think.
you missed.
It's definitely
That
a
was-
category for you.
Or maybe it is Family Feud. No, I don't think it is.
Look how young that fucking kid
Oh my
is.
god, yeah.
A bit.
Can I have a little kiss, please? Oh.
Like the kid doesn't know any better.
Bro, kids cannot be kissing adults on the lips like that aren't their
Yeah,
parents.
what the fuck is this?
I know.
Kevin's like in his fucking basement at like a 3 a.m. looking up like adults kissing kids. Like FBI's just tapped into Kev's fucking network.
Kiss me off the top of the show. See, she'd get a whole bunch of
He's not
right
kissing any
answers.
boys. The creepiest thing, he's not kissing any
Right,
boys.
of course, yeah.
If he was kissing boys too, then it'd be like, you know,
Get the
he's,
cuffs.
he's fair.
They need. I mean, I hope this man is like in jail.
He's
Like,
not, but
You give out kisses, though, don't you, Stephanie?
No.
Oh, you don't, too? How come? Yeah. Okay, we've got Stephanie and Lorraine here in the big family kiss. If I couldn't get that kiss earlier. Oh,
that's his wife.
oh. The mothers are always so easy to kiss. It's the kids. Okay, dear.
What the fuck? Yeah, like
Jesus.
Christ, bro. Like
It's a product of its time, clearly.
That's
no
one
no
way
one
to put
bats
it.
an eye in the
Yeah.
70s. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean that's a weird
Yeah,
fucking
it's fucked.
time.
From some fucking acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coke.
So a Penn State professor of psychology, Janet K. Swim, said men can be unwilling to perform environmentally friendly tasks if they perceive them as gendered, such as using reusable shopping bags. The fear seemed to be that if men were to engage in these allegedly gender non-conforming tasks, other people might think they're gay. A new study out of American Penn State said, yeah, same thing. There may be
Fucking
subtle...
Penn State.
I know, fucking Penn State, dude. This is
Imagine.
wild. There may be subtle gender-related consequences when we engage in various pro-environmental behaviors. People may avoid certain behaviors because they are managing the gendered impression they anticipate others will have on them, or they may be avoided if the behaviors they choose do not match your gender.
So if you use reusable bags, you're gay.
That's what
Is
they're
that
saying.
more or less? Yeah.
Oh,
They're
you like
saying-
recycling, you faggot.
You like how in some states they literally charge you for like plastic bags. Did you
Do
know
they?
that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do.
They charge you like it's not anything like crazy. It's like 10 cents,
I guess
Oh,
they're
yeah.
saying...
but it's
talking
still
about.
just like it makes sense in those states to use reusable bags.
I guess they're saying that men don't like carrying around bags. So then, then they say men don't want to be environmentally friendly. I wouldn't have a problem with using a reusable bag.
Exactly. Like,
and I recycle.
Use reusable bags.
I recycle as well.
Yeah, exactly. I recycle, and I mean, if I had to use a reusable bag, I would.
Yeah. I already do every time we go because they sell them at Aldi's, and we went to Aldi's, and they're fucking cheap and they're nice.
Yeah, exactly. Aldi's is nice. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. It's like some of the shit that we're just wasting our time on researching. It's like, are you gay if you recycle?
Yeah, Penn State's like, this is valuable information.
Yeah, the fact that there's psych professors like looking into this.
Yeah, like, are fucking.
They must have nothing else to do.
Jesus
Christ.
This
is why you don't become a psych major, because they're doing shit like this.
You're gonna look
nowadays.
up like unimportant gender studies. Not that all gender studies are unimportant, but this one's fucking stupid.
No, they're all.
You gotta get some SJWs. What is
I'm saying that's what you said.
No,
you said they all.
No. Scratch
Check
that.
the tape.
Check the tape.
Roll it back. You get thrown in prison for talking bad on genders. It's just so confusing now.
Exactly.
Like, what is going on with the whole gender thing? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a step back. You all have fun with the whole gender talk. I'm not getting involved.
That political talk, like, just have fun with it. I'll fucking sit back.
Stick to memes.
Enjoy myself.
Epic memes.
You know?
Seeing if there's anything else noteworthy here.
Someone went to school for 4 years.
To
make that study.
Yeah.
If being seen as heterosexual is important to a person, that person may prioritize gender conforming over gender non-conforming pro-environmental behaviors in anticipation of how others might see them.
How fucking insecure do you have to be to not use a recyclable bag because people think you're gay?
I would carry a bag. Like, who fucking cares about carrying a bag?
It's literally like to the grocery store, and that's it.
Recycling, you fucking queer.
Cares, yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Like they went environmental about it. If anything, a better study would be why men think it's weird to carry around like
reusable bags.
Like purses.
Like
get away from the environmental thing.
Yeah.
The better study would have been, if men think it's weird to carry around, man purses or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Like
true.
certain bags.
It's just like the most unneeded topic that needed research. Like the last thing possible that needed like research done was this fucking study.
So go to Penn State.
Yeah, for sure.
Diddle fucking kids.
I don't think no.
Scratch that. All
right, Sean, run it down.
So this took me a while to think of. What?
You're not gonna hype it up? Fight song's playing.
How do I hype it up?
Hype it up.
All right, it's time for high stakes trivia. I'll do it myself then. Today, I'm joining. Kevin is in it versus Pat.
Yes, I'm hosting. I will host. Sorry, I didn't know.
Make it epic.
The music's playing.
I know, I'm playing over it.
Hopefully, it'll get better at that.
Yeah.
So what's the trivia?
So this took me a while to think of, but I thought, what would be better for Mr. Fish and Mr. Bird, but some bird and fish trivia.
Oh my god!
So I have 10 questions prepared.
Is it 5 each? Five bird,
each.
5 each. Good gaming.
And let's see how you fucking do.
Is it fish or is it starfish?
No, it's fish.
God
it's just fish in general.
It's more broad, I guess.
You like my idea now?
I like good ideas.
I thought you were gonna troll Compass and do like Fortnite questions or something.
No.
Okay, so we need the rubber band.
Yes. So
it's in there. Go grab the rubber
band. So as
band.
reference, the punishments we're doing for whenever if he gets a question wrong or if Mr. Fish gets a question wrong, Kev is gonna take a shot for every question he gets wrong. Mr. Fish is gonna take a rubber band to his tit that is pierced. So that should be interesting.
My bionic tit.
So we each have one shot to get the question, and then if no one gets it, no one gets it.
So 9 of the questions have 4 possible choices. The last one has 3.
Okay.
Well,
yeah. Just let us know.
You gonna do that one last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if like one of you wins, I'll still just run through the questions. We'll just do it
of
for fun.
course.
All right.
Ready?
So, yeah.
All right.
Can't wait for the cue.
The cue.
Hand on the
There are 4 questions. Run it down.
I gotta wait until my cue.
I know, but you can talk during it. Fill the air.
Come.
You have to look at it.
Approximately how many species of fish are there worldwide? 9,000, 27,000, 56,000, 72,000. Mr. Fish.
27.
Yep.
Yes!
God
Eat
damn
my
it.
ass.
Fuck.
Do you have a tally up?
A tally?
Or like a way to keep score.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're penless.
It's going to be very interesting.
We deprive you of a pen this time.
Yes. I usually bring my own, but I didn't have one.
Yes.
I wish I could wear these during it, but
No, let me channel the clout.
I gave you
those. I gave you those.
No, it's an unfair advantage.
I'm gonna fuck you in your ass after the podcast.
That would be so hot.
I'm gonna live stream it.
You can do that if you win.
Yeah, that's illegal.
That's your reward.
Well, new streaming service, dick.tv. Okay, just my dick fucking Sean.
That's pretty Homo sapien.
All right, I'm taking my shot.
Yeah, I bet I recycle.
Yeah, you probably do recycle.
So gay.
Good gaming.
One shot in.
Taking it like a champ.
I have 1 point.
All right.
Okay. Oh, God. If I take it, oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Get prepared. You ready? You ready for more questions? ASMR. What bird has the longest wingspan? Rupel's vulture, golden eagle, wandering albatross, or ostrich?
Golden eagle?
No.
Reread.
Rupel's vulture, golden eagle, wandering albatross, ostrich.
Ostrich.
No.
Fuck. I knew it wasn't fucking.
The wandering albatross.
I've never fucking heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't fucking.
I was sweating my ass off.
What we should do is if like we both get it wrong, it should go back to him or whoever guessed first because there's still 2 more choices, and then. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really make sense because then you can't really go back to.
I mean, maybe, but then you really want to get the first fucking
because
then you get 2 shots at it.
That's true.
I think it's more fair if you each just get one.
Yeah.
All right. So prepared.
Are you doing every other?
I thought it was the vulture.
More or less.
Okay. I've never heard of a wandering.
We'll see. You've never heard of a wandering albatross?
Idiot.
All right, wait, hold on. What species of fish produces the most eggs? Ocean sunfish, squirrelfish, red-toothed triggerfish, or salmon?
I didn't want to go first. Read them again.
Ocean sunfish, squirrelfish, red-toothed triggerfish, or salmon?
Squirrelfish.
No, incorrect.
Sunfish.
Fuck.
What, the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, I knew it was sunfish.
You like the ocean sunfish?
I knew it was sunfish because that's like the most fucking common fish ever. Whenever I go fishing, I always catch like sunfish. Like
he has an unfair advantage.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? I'm a fish.
I mean, these questions were literally from a website, and I just more or less picked like randomly from the website.
I was hoping you were gonna say produces the most like cum or something. I got that.
Yeah, I was thinking. Do you have most sperm on there?
I do have well. No, not.
It seems like a yes or no.
Yeah. Well,
no. You'll definitely like the last question. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
Hey, fuck's sake.
All right, let's see it.
Go come.
Maybe come.
Yeah.
Come.
Go
back. Good gaming.
Down the hatch.
Good gaming. You're right at Coke soon enough.
I won't.
No.
It's a lie.
I mean, he can also use some of mine.
No, don't give him it. Not fair.
Ready.
All right. Oops.
3 questions down?
Yeah, so we're on question 4.
I'm already getting a little froggy now.
So
I messed up the suspense music. All right.
2-1.
Oh, I need to 2-1.
2-1, bitch. 2-0.
No, it's
2-0.
Yeah, it's
wait,
2-0.
restart it.
Yeah. Dumb. It's 2-0.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we had the shit right.
Yeah,
because you missed the question.
No, we didn't get the second
right.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my bad. Thank you.
It's okay. I love you.
No one loves me.
I do. Buddy.
Is it Pride Month?
Yeah.
It's tie-dye.
We need 10 more months for that.
What color are the American robin's eggs? Green, white, pink, or blue? You.
Pink.
No.
Fuck.
Green, white, pink, or blue?
Yeah.
Blue.
Yep.
I knew it was fucking blue. I knew it was fucking blue. I was like, it's totally fucking blue.
Let's go, baby.
You like?
Oops.
Now he's gonna flick his titty.
I think you should lift your shirt. Fuck it.
All right, fuck.
Very interesting.
Move your hand.
It's like a jolt of electricity going through my titty now.
Titty now? Not my titty.
Do you regret getting those pierced now?
No. It's all worth it.
You're so erect now.
It's so hard.
That's a good punishment for Mr. Fish.
Yeah, I was telling him we should use a rubber band instead of just flicking it with the finger.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Oof, Jesus.
You
That
fucked
hurt
yourself
me.
in the process.
I literally got hurt watching him.
I was like putting my hand closer.
Yeah, you're like,
woo.
woo.
All
right.
God.
Good gaming.
2-1. 4 questions down.
Yes. Question 5.
Here we go.
Hope you're ready.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Oh, I didn't even tally. But you're good. You're good.
What is the most poisonous fish? Needlefish, rice fish, pufferfish, or snailfish?
Snailfish.
Incorrect.
Fucking suck my ass.
Needlefish.
Incorrect.
Wait. Needlefish?
It was pufferfish.
Nuh-uh, that's not the most poisonous.
Yeah, out of all
I didn't
four
think
of
they
those.
were poisonous.
No, out of all 4 of those, that's the most poisonous. It's not necessarily the most poisonous, but it's out of those.
Dickhead.
Oh, you said most poisonous.
Yeah, I thought. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
I was thinking pufferfish only got big and they spiked. I didn't think they had poison.
Yeah, I think they had poison in the needles.
Okay.
I thought it was what the fuck is the fish I'm thinking of? You didn't name it, the one I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of probably like the thing that looks like coral.
Yeah.
I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
The one that like will
Yeah.
fuck you up,
Oh, yeah,
like break your hand.
Mm-hmm. All right,
That's
so
crazy.
no one got that one.
Okay.
So stalemate.
2-1.
Epic
On to the
stalemate.
next one.
5 questions down.
Yeah, we're on question 6.
Okay.
I got some ground to cover now.
You got a little bit of ground to cover.
It's 2-1. Mr. Fish.
Yes. What bird inflates a bright red balloon on its neck to attract a male? A sulfur-crusted cockatoo? A magnificent frigate bird? A greater bird of paradise? Or an eastern meadow lark?
Go fuck yourself. Reread those.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Sulfur-crested cockatoo, magnificent frigate bird, greater bird of paradise, or an eastern meadowlark? Yes.
That's the first one.
No.
Fuck.
What was the first one?
Sulfur-crested cockatoo.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
Magnificent frigate bird. And then you have greater bird of paradise and eastern meadowlark.
Eastern.
No.
It's the second one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's magnificent.
Fuck.
God's sake.
I thought it was the
I thought it was,
blue-footed
I was going
booby.
to say cockatoo.
I had no
You
idea.
both just immediately were like,
We don't know shit.
yeah, you don't know your bird facts,
I never
apparently.
heard any of those fucking
We are
birds.
just a bird. We're not
You're-
fucking...
Unbelievable.
All right, let's keep going.
I figured you both know
Question
more considering this
7.
is your natural habitat.
Yeah, you know, we should...
It's fucked up.
Caw! Caw!
God.
Did we talk about why we're called Mr. Bird, Mr. Fish?
Mine's easy.
All right, hold on. How many teeth can a shark grow during its lifetime? 500, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000.
At one time or over the span of its life?
During its lifetime.
Okay.
500,000.
No.
5,000.
Would you say 5,000?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what were the...
Yeah, it's 50,000.
Man just hit his own nut. Like with like the gravity
I'm
in his
so
hand.
glad that's recorded.
Yeah. Fucking dumbass. Man just hit his own fucking nut.
Were you confused by that question?
I missed the last two because I was focused on his nut being destroyed.
I know sharks can grow back. Like once they lose teeth really often, so they like grow
Yeah, I mean
back
50,000. I mean that's still a lot. I mean not 500,000. Jesus Christ, that'd
Yeah.
be fucking asinine.
Yeah. I didn't hear the last two. That's why I said 5,000.
I'm in absolute agony right now.
Fucking dummy.
Fuck's
You got to
sake.
work through the pain. We're on to question 8. Got
Right.
3 more to do.
Fuck.
So what is it? So
I
it's
gotta
still
get one.
2-1.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 8. You better come shot.
I'm going to. He has to win the next 3 to win.
Yep.
No, I don't. I see two.
As of 2016, what was the most commonly cited bird in the UK? Blackbird, house sparrow, wood pigeon, or starling?
Sparrow.
Yes, correct.
You didn't
Fucking
even
go,
wait to get
baby.
called on. You just
No, I
raise your
didn't.
hand.
Well, yeah.
I
that's all-
waited until the end.
No, but you didn't get called on by the teacher.
You didn't even raise.
I
your
did.
hand.
I did the little wrist. Sean saw
You
it.
can't do a little fucking wrist.
A little
Yeah, no, you have to
fucking
lift your hand
wrist.
up.
You have to
All right,
lift your
fair
fucking
enough.
hand. Give me
Fucking
that
eat
rubber
my
band.
ass.
Yes.
What was
We
it?
both-
A
we
House,
sparrow?
a house sparrow.
I knew Sparrow is so like UK, so I was like,
yeah, that was good gaming.
Ah!
The titty.
Not the tit.
Who's gonna suck on it now?
Do you regret it now?
No.
You'll regret it by
Good
then.
content. Good content.
Jesus
Epic
Christ.
content. It's 2-2.
No, saying you have to win all three because if I get the last one, then I will be tied.
I don't have to. If I win this one, then I'll win it.
No, because
how many more is
the
it?
10th
2?
question.
It's 2 more.
If you win the next one, you'll have 3, and then
if we split,
yeah, I'll just look up another question
tie.
if you both tie. That's fine.
Right.
Okay. All right,
we'll just keep fucking going until
Okay.
Keep fucking going.
Keep fucking going.
Keep fucking.
Fucking.
Just keep fucking my pussy. Fucking keep fucking my. Bro, my ball was like laying on my thigh, and I like went.
Sorry about your ball. How many different varieties of goldfish are there? 20, 500, 100, 250.
Read them again.
20, 50, 100, 250.
250.
Incorrect.
You like reading it again now. Now you know my pain. 20.
No.
50.
100.
100. Fuck.
All right.
All right. This
La-
is it.
last
Don't know your
one.
fish details.
Yeah, apparently.
So this is the last one.
Yeah, this is
There
kind
you
of...
go. All right.
All right, this is three options, okay?
Is this going to be a troll coming to half?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be faster.
I'm always fast to come.
What is the size of the largest pigeon? 12 inches, 22 inches, 33 inches.
22.
Incorrect.
I want to go 30 because I think there might be a ridiculously big one. But 30 inches for a pigeon? Fuck, dude.
3 seconds.
30.
Son of a fucking
Let's
bitch.
go.
Son of a
Easy dub.
The
Easy
pigeon.
dub.
He channeled his inner bird.
The inner bird.
Look up a 30-inch pigeon right now.
Yeah, I want to see that.
All right, let me look it up.
I'll take a shot with you, gamer. Oh, Jesus, don't pinch it.
No, I'm just like...
Fuck's
Good gaming.
sake.
Good gaming, Mr. Bird.
I had to get on the board. Everyone's on the
Yeah,
board.
no, that was a
in
good.
trivia.
That was a good match. You were both
Yeah,
pretty
it was a
even.
close match. Good night, Mr. Fish. Absolutely good night.
Oh, no.
I'll take a shot. Sean, you want a shot?
Sure, I'll do one with you.
Oh.
Okay. All right, I'm looking up the pigeon. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I need to see
Yeah,
this
I need to see
beefy
this
ass
fucking
pigeon.
Beefy man.
Jesus fucking Christ, a 30-inch pigeon? Get plowed by my 30-inch pigeon
See, I
now.
figured it was a troll cum, so I was like, it's got to be the biggest one.
I thought I was safe guessing in the middle.
Yeah, I probably would have gone the middle.
This apparently is the biggest one. It's a pigeon.
That's a fucking
Oh,
pigeon?
looks like a peacock.
Yeah,
Bro,
no.
it looks like a fucking
Victory
evolved...
Victory Crown Pigeon. That's the name.
Our pigeons are in the same family as peacocks, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
I guess they are.
Fuck a pigeon. Do you know bird law?
Listen, it was on a trivia website. It had to be. Ow. It was on trivia.
What just happened?
This man hit me with the fucking rubber band.
All right.
It was on a trivia website. It had to be correct.
It had to be true.
Hold on.
You're good. Good gaming, Mr. Can we get a round of applause for Sean? Good,
Yeah.
good
Thank
job
you.
hosting.
Thank
Cum
you.
shot.
Goofy
All right,
man
so
can
you,
host.
So you won. So
Yeah,
that
so
means.
let me put us in the.
Now I'm 1 and
So
2.
the total
So
tally
now-
now is I've got 1, Pat's got 1 win,
Am I 3 losses now?
Sean's got 2 wins.
Yeah.
No,
3
you've got
losses.
2 losses because Sean.
I've won against...
You
I've lost
won against me once.
Oh, you do have 3
Yeah,
losses.
I've lost against him twice.
Okay, so we're close.
Maybe
We're
I'm
close.
1 and 3.
So does that mean I'm against you next week?
Yeah, Mr. Fish,
Okay.
you'll be
I'll get
making
on my
the questions
my,
next week.
My
Your
trivia grind.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you got to crack your top, crack your lid.
Crack a bottle.
Let your body waddle. Act like that's my music moment for this week.
Yeah,
Gonna burp.
interesting.
Cheers.
GG.
Cheers. They're taking a shot. So fucking hot. Liquid fire down the throat. They're getting throated by liquor.
That'll be us tomorrow night in Hershey.
Throating each other.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll be getting absolutely fucked tomorrow night. So
How'd that feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
epic,
Epic. Some would say.
epic. Just don't be scared.
It's another scary, spooky moment. Not a spooky moment.
No,
Oh.
Hiding.
Don't hide.
I'm scared.
don't hide. No spooks.
Trolled us.
So this is at the Democratic Socialism event.
Oh, yes.
Get a load of this. Yeah, there's epic memes.
Epic memes.
If we want to defeat capitalism, we are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism. Thank you so much.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
All right, let's watch this again.
Yeah.
So basically, this is at this event, and they told everyone, don't clap because people are sensitive to clapping, so do jazz hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a 6-minute video. We might watch at the end if we have enough time of this dude explaining, like going through the rules.
Yeah.
They have separate rooms where it's completely dead fucking silent that you can go in. And they say, don't have any strong perfumes, no strong odor in those rooms because it could offend people. And
offend or like affect?
Offend, because they said everyone has invisible disabilities.
Interesting.
And so, all right, watch this again.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the guy at the end, and
Yeah.
watch him when this guy says guys, because he goes, can you guys stop clapping? And he gets absolutely triggered from that.
If we want to
It's this
defeat
guy down
capitalism, we are
Red
going
guy,
to need a
red
party
hair.
that will organize working
watch
people
what he
to fight
does
for the
when he
demands
says
that we
guys.
want
Okay.
and to win socialism.
And you can see everybody jazz
Thank you so
handsing,
much.
too.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone
Standing
to
out.
sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter
He's
going on. It's
triggered.
making it very difficult for me to focus.
The fuck is he wearing?
Please, can we just,
Yeah,
I know we're all fresh.
He's
and
got a
ready to
tank
go, but
top,
can we please
red
just
hair,
keep
he's
the chatter to a
balding.
minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
He's running to the mic now. He's in red pants as well.
He's in a dress.
Name, chapter,
No, I think he's in red
Privilege.
pants.
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
That
Okay.
man's in a fucking dress, dude. Look at that last second. That man's in a
You know
dress.
what's kind of funny is he at first when he started talking, he kind of sounded like John
Dress
C.
every-
Riley.
Yeah, people said that.
Yeah.
He
Bro, it sounds
no,
like
I think he's in red pants.
Bro, look at the back. Like, that's not a male top, though. You see how that back is like
Yeah.
cut?
See, I think he's in a jumpsuit. Look at that. I think he's in
never
he's
seen
in a
jumpsuit
red
like that.
tank top, red jumpsuit pants, and he has red hair with a bald spot.
And he sounds like the biggest fucking neck beard like I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
It
in my
really
life.
does sound like John C. Riley from Step Brothers.
Yeah. At first, when he started talking, I was like, what the
That
fuck?
that is a great little piece that we got from that
You
convention.
like?
I like conventions.
Imagine being like so sensitive to like literally everything.
Yeah,
that, like, you
exactly.
can't even go
Some,
out.
some
in the
people
world.
do have sensory like a sensitivity.
yeah, that's-
but like this
Is
is
it?
like extreme.
Can you not be uncomfortable anymore?
Apparently not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
Like if you're gonna get like, well, that's the thing is like if you have like that sensory, like don't go to like a convention.
fucking-
yeah, like
But,
why
But,
the
like everyone's gonna
fuck?
be clapping, like or like making noise.
Go to a
You
public
can't
event.
cater to anyone, and if you've done anything, you know you can't cater to anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's to everyone. Sorry.
Absolutely.
But fucking
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
just so. It's like a TV skit.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, it honestly is.
Yeah. So here is a McDonald's worker was fired for refusing service to paramedics, saying, "We don't serve your kind here."
Jesus.
It's
like saving lives.
Yeah.
McDonald's worker has been fired after allegedly refusing to serve paramedics wearing a full uniform because staff said, quote, "Don't serve badges." He said, Anthony Quinn of Florida, of course it's Florida.
Yeah, go figure.
"We don't serve your kind here." Quinn discussed the incident on Facebook. "I walk into McDonald's just to use the bathroom and an employee goes, we don't accept officers in here. I tell her I'm not an officer. She then says, anyone with a badge," then says it to my partner as he walks in to order food, says, "We don't serve your kind here." Just insane how people are, Quinn's said. We are aware of the this is what McDonald said. We are aware of the unfortunate incident that took place in one of our restaurants last night. We, like you, were upset and disappointed and took immediate action, so they fired him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
like imagine.
You know this fucking woman is on Twitter and like hyping up the fuck the cops.
Is there a picture of her?
No.
Damn
but you know she's like hyping up that whole movement.
Bro,
so
that was
like she's like,
Paramedic, dude.
I'm gonna take it into my own hands and fuck this paramedic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, paramedics are literally like the furthest from like having any issue with anybody. Like they literally save people's lives and that's it.
Save your life.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like,
that was literally
one
like,
job,
bro. When I was at those concerts, like this past like couple weeks, like there was a dude that was literally like trying to get a chant going. He was saying "fuck the police, fuck the police."
Really?
I swear, right
Did
in front of
anybody
me.
join in?
Like a couple people were saying it, but it was just like it was so cringy. I was like, bro, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
That's super.
People do
cringy.
anything just to incite like argument.
But
and
you know,
tension.
she was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna post this on Twitter and get like imagine mistaking an officer or like a police officer for a paramedic.
Yeah,
like, it's really not that hard.
Anyone with a badge, yeah.
And then realizing they're a paramedic and still being a prick about it.
Yeah,
yeah. So she said anyone with a badge, so she knew it was a paramedic.
Yeah,
it's not like
exactly.
she didn't know it was she thought it was a police officer.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking crazy what's going on. I believe it's time for our music moment. Oh, hey.
Fucking on your main bitch.
Get it.
Yeah, look at me and click.
Fart down your throat. Hey. Fart down your throat. Hey.
I like the cloud goggles. It was good timing.
Yes, over my glasses. Perfect.
So, we'll start with Mr. Fish this week.
Okay.
Give a little intro.
Okay, so my music moment is a 1-minute clip from a new MGK song. I know MGK, I'm not the biggest MGK fan. I've listened to a few of his songs here and there, never a full project. He apparently dropped a new project recently, and apparently it's like not that much rap, and he's kind of straying away from the rap. He's always been into rock and roll, as you can tell. He has that look, like a rocker look. This song is called I Think I'm Okay, and it's featuring Young Blood, who's like, I mean, I don't know who the fuck he is. He sounds like a pop punk singer. He's had a song with Halsey that was really, really popular. And then it's also featuring Travis Barker, which any song with Travis Barker as the drummer is going to be
hands on the drums.
So let's play this one, and I'll give a little more insight afterwards.
Sir.
Watch me take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night. Catch me, I'm the one on the run away from the headlights. No sleep, up all week, wasting time with people I don't like. I think something's fucking wrong with me. Drown myself in alcohol, that shit never helps at all. I might say some stupid things tonight when you pick up this call. I've been hearing silence on the other side for way too long. I can taste it on my tongue, I can tell that something's wrong, but I guess it's just my life and I can take it if I wanna, but I cannot hide in hills of California, because these hills have eyes and I got paranoia. I hurt myself sometimes, is that too scary for you? Watch me take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night. Catch me, I'm the one on the run away from the headlights. No sleep, up all week wasting time with people I don't like. I think something's fucking wrong.
So I think it was what you were
I'm
saying.
just laughing at the cutoff there.
Yeah,
he's like going ham and
he just cuts off.
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought I had like the time frame to like not cut him off. I guess not. But
yeah, I might have fucked you.
Yeah, you might have fucked it. But I thought it was really interesting to hear MGK have like a rock and roll type song, because the only thing I've heard from him was rap, and I think he did a really good job with it. I've been really getting back into rock and roll lately, because that's what I grew up on. I really liked this clip, and especially like the hook of this song, because I felt like I related to it a little bit. Like take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night. And then he said, drown myself in alcohol. That shit never helps at all. So that definitely I definitely felt that. And then what was the other thing he said? I just the entire hook, out wasting time with people I don't like. That I didn't really relate to that as much, but that's basically him looking for gratification from partying and shit. And he'll go out and hang out with whoever. It doesn't matter if he's close to them or not, which was pretty cool. And it's kind of just him going through like the rock star lifestyle and just realizing like, why am I hanging out with these people? I'm just doing it to get fucked up. So that was cool to hear him talk about that. And then I really like the I cannot hide in California because these hills have eyes, and I've got paranoia, which was like a double entendre for the Hills Have Eyes movie, and saying like he's always being watched in California because like all eyes are always on him because that's the city of celebrities and shit.
Right.
And then I hurt myself sometimes. Is that too scary for you? And I thought that was a really good part to like end the hook and then have like the beat drop and everything coming from there. So I really enjoy this song. It's pretty short, but check out the song by MGK. I Think I'm Okay.
Has he had trouble with that kind of stuff in the past?
He definitely has. I know he's definitely had. I think he's had drug issues in the past. He's definitely, you could tell just by, not to like stereotype, but by looking at him that he's like can be a little like wild and crazy. And he dated Halsey and shit, and they had a big blowout and everything. And then Halsey was with.
I didn't know he dated Halsey.
Yeah, he dated Halsey. And then in Eminem, one of Eminem's response to like beef songs, he mentions it, how like Gerald and Jeezy's like with her now. Which is the fact that man's name is Gerald is
Gerald's fucking
young your
Gerald.
bitch. Young Gerald is fucking your bitch, and there's nothing you could do about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed that song. It's the first like time I'd listened to MGK in a very long time.
So I'll go ahead and go here. My song is Left U, the letter U, on Red, R-E-D, by Alexander Lewis. He's a trap artist.
I feel like I've heard of him.
Yes, and
I know March.
He's a big trombone and trumpet guy.
Yeah.
A lot of that kind of stuff in his drops.
Indeed.
So let's listen to this. Sean, I'm going to take a shot to this.
Yes. I guess I'm doing the same.
Indeed.
I know. I'm just getting ready.
Interesting drop.
Yeah, so I just liked how it was like the violin, like
right, and
leading
you had the
up, and like
and the fucking
that
horns.
drop. It was just like goes hard as fuck. Like it delays on the drop at first, and then it just like boom,
yeah,
boom, yeah. I just fucking
no, that was sick.
Thought that was a dope beat. So again, Alexander Lewis, check him out. Really good trap guy. He's got a bunch. It was hard to pick which one I wanted to go. I went with one that like you hadn't heard, and like
March I've heard by him, and I really like
March
that song.
is dope.
Yeah.
He's got a really good like. The first time I heard of him was like Mr. Carmack, Pay for What, his remix of that, and like that just song just like fucking slaps.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we'll go ahead with Mr. Sean here.
Indeed. So I picked an older song. So if you know the group Whitesnake,
the Groping.
Yeah, they're an old like rock group from the 80s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they released this song called Still of the Night in, I think it was like 1986. I know that because I looked it up on my phone.
Good job.
And there's a part, I think it's like 3 minutes in, something like that. And it's like this violin part. And I mean, I've known this song for a while, but I just kind of like found it. It came in my shuffle like while I was listening to one of my playlists recently, and it like kind of reminded me. I was like, oh, this is like because like I love violin and I love string instruments in general. Mm-hmm. So like all of that shit like combines like so well with like rock.
Oh yeah,
for some reason. So yeah, so that's basically what this clip is. It's just the violin part of this song.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. I wasn't sure what it was, and then I asked this man. He was like, "Oh, it's a violin." And I looked it up, and it actually was. I'm a music guy.
So 80s.
Yeah, absolutely. But like the guitar part is just.
It's a good song.
Whitesnake's fantastic.
I'll have to check them out.
Very much like hair metal from the 80s. But yeah, I grew up listening to like rock, metal, like all that shit. So like that's like Whitesnake. I mean, I've only listened to probably like 5 songs total by Whitesnake, but it's that song. I love that song. So
it was good.
Indeed.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right, so that's music moment for this week.
Indeed.
We'll come back with some movie news. So Venom 2 has gotten a new director.
I saw you and fucking
Joey Gunn.
Yeah, on the comments.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
So Andy Serkis, the guy who most famous for doing like motion capture of like Smeagol and like the apes and Planet of the Apes. So he's directing it. He's only directed 2 things so far. This movie Breathe, which I've never seen. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with that. And Mowgli, which was the Jungle Book kind of take. Like it was like Warner Brothers Jungle Book take.
Right.
On
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like they didn't even put it to theaters. They sold it to Netflix.
Oh, really?
Because they were like, this isn't gonna do well.
This is gonna sell.
And it didn't do well, like even on Netflix. So
imagine. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's in good hands.
I fucking hate Venom.
The fact that it got a sequel is amazing.
It made a fuckload of money. That's what pisses me off.
Was it international though? Did it made a lot of money, or was it
everywhere?
Domestic?
It made like $800 million, almost $1 billion.
Really?
Dude, it fucking pisses me off.
I want to see it.
That's so depressing.
I still want to see it because I love that actor.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's a good actor.
He's
but that's
a good
fucking
actor,
shit
but like
role. That movie's a piece of shit. I don't.
Thank you
for
for
it too.
Yeah, I mean, that movie,
when did you see it? I don't remember.
I saw it fucking on. Like, I'll constantly watch stuff on my computer.
Here's the thing with that movie: you can't do Venom without Spider-Man.
Right.
You're doing a disservice for Venom if you don't have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If there isn't a point in the movie where Spider-Man gets a symbiote, and and then it's passed on to Eddie Brock, whatever.
Right.
In this movie, in Venom, there's a point where Venom, the symbiote, says, "Let's go save the world." Venom is. He's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Venom's a fucking villain.
Yeah.
He's a villain, and sometimes he's not a full-on villain. He's an anti-hero.
Right.
But he's never like, oh, let's save the planet. I'm a superhero.
Right,
like,
exactly.
It pisses me off so much that like Sony thinks that like Venom's going to be their Spider-Man, and like
it's such a fucking joke, dude.
It's such a joke
because they think it's just like if you've ever seen like Spectre, like have you seen Spectre? James Bond.
Yeah.
Like how they have Christoph Waltz as a villain. Like
that
Christoph Waltz, huh?
That movie sucks.
Yeah, that movie's fucking trash. But they think just because they have Christoph Waltz, who's a great actor, they think, oh, we'll just throw him in this role and give him nothing to work with, and then he's fucked. And it's shit. That movie's shit. That's like this. They're just trying to throw a famous actor into the role. Like,
the best part of what Hardy did was what he improved. He improved like the eating the fish and like going all crazy.
In the restaurant,
fuck. The director of the first one directed Zombieland.
Okay.
So
I love that movie.
And they're making a sequel to Zombieland.
Yeah, I can't wait
and he's
for that.
directing that as well.
Yeah.
But other than Zombieland, that man is absolute shit with his movies. And he introduced at the end fucking Woody Harrelson in this most ridiculous red wig you've ever seen. Absolutely. He looked like...
In Venom?
Yeah. It looked like a clown wig that you would get at fucking Party Central. And they introduced Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
No, they did not.
They did.
Woody Harrelson is Carnage?
They did.
In what way does that fit?
So basically, they're setting up Venom 2 for more goo on goo fights. It's going to be
I love
black
Carnage.
goo versus red goo. Yeah, the end of Venom is just a CGI fuckfest. It's black goo versus gray goo. It's not entertaining to watch. Fuck that movie.
Yeah,
the fact that people like that movie.
The fact that it made that much is absolutely asinine.
See, when
Venom's a cool character.
No, he's a cool character, but they fucking absolutely shit on him with Spider-Man 3 and Venom.
Was it PG-13?
Yeah.
It should have been R.
It should have been R.
Shit.
But
I mean, that's like all like fucking...
Yeah, for one thing, you never see him kill anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Look at
what?
No.
Look at Wolverine. It was R-rated and it was fucking
Logan?
dope. Or Logan. Yeah, Logan. Yeah.
I still want to fuck. I'm
yeah, exactly.
The Wolverine should have been R, but I do like that movie, the Wolverine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a part in fucking Venom where Tom Hardy breaks his leg, and they had to like ADR, which is like where they say something over like that it wasn't said in the movie. ADR is like they go in the studio and say something to like add into the movie,
kind of like monologue.
Yeah. So I guess when they tested with audiences didn't know what the fuck was going on. So they ADR in, Hardy's leg breaks, and Venom is fixing his leg. So Tom Hardy goes, "My leg's broken." Or he goes, "My leg was broken, but it's not broken no more." It's literally a line in that fucking movie. And for the first half of Venom, I was like, all right, I'm semi on board. And then it just fucking it's too much.
I know what you're saying. Like it wasn't in the original like act, and then they just kind of edit the voice in.
Yeah. And
if it was 2001, it'd be the fucking movie of the century.
Yeah, exactly.
But now when you have fucking like Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Endgame, Infinity War, it doesn't even fucking touch a turd on that. Like, literally. It would be, if it was a part of the MCU, it's the worst movie by fucking
I need to
far.
fucking see it, dude.
Yeah,
I really need to see it.
The thing is, they have Tom Hardy, but he has nothing to work with.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
That's the problem. It's a good actor, but he doesn't have a good role.
What pisses me off is people like it.
Yeah, that's
what,
ridiculous.
like kids and like dads.
People
in general like it.
I want to see it so bad.
I don't get it.
Put in the comments if you like Venom.
It's because people think Venom's cool. Venom's cool, but like they're like,
it wasn't executed properly.
He should be a villain.
Venom's cool as a comic book hero. He's not cool as a fucking any movie adaptation
or
that's
a
been
hero.
done of him.
He's not a hero.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, he's not. Well, no shit. Yeah, I mean, he's a, like
and
you said,
Hardy's
he's anti.
walking off at the end like, yeah, I'm the fucking hero now. I got Venom on my side. And they joke, they're like, oh, you're not gonna eat people, right? You can eat chocolate instead. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
I heard you like Sony. You like Sony just shitting on everything.
That's another thing.
Sony shits on fucking everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like different companies getting their hands on like the same, like it's like everyone like reaching into the same pizza box, and it's like some get a bigger slice, some get like a shittier slice, and it's too many hands on like I think all of Marvel should be done by the same, not the same person, but like the same circle of people.
Well,
not
let's
like
look
Sony
at,
does.
I mean, let's
Venom.
look at DC's fucking track history.
Right.
I mean, honestly, like
DC
if Marvel
for the record, DC has literally all their fucking characters, and they can't do a shit with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel sold off Spider-Man, sold off X-Men, and they were able to build the fucking MCU. So DC literally...
Yeah, DC, that's what I'm saying. Like, DC, like, sucks ass.
And they have more name
I guarantee
brand...
if Marvel took over and, like, did their licensed material,
yeah,
they would do it way better.
I'm sure. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, it sucks that, like...
It makes me mad about Venom because now they're fucking rolling with the sequel, and they're going more spin-off villain movies. So Morbius is next.
Who's Morbius?
He's the living vampire, and guess who's playing him? None other than fucking Jared Leto.
I could see him as a vampire, just as like his look. Everyone hates him. I don't know why.
That movie,
that's because Joker was fucking terrible. Yeah. I mean, I love him as a musician, but like beyond that, fucking.
The only reason Venom did well is because people like the character. They know the character is a cool character, and they wanted to see him finally be done good instead of Spider-Man 3. Morbius is gonna fucking flop like a goddamn fish.
What universe is he in?
The Venomverse, whatever the fuck Sony's creating.
Yeah, exactly.
With Venom.
See, you know what? This is the problem: is that every studio is trying to do now that the MCU has succeeded as a universe. Every fucking studio is trying to do their own version of a universe. Yeah. DC is like they have like Justice League, and I mean that is just a piece of shit.
Well, DC tried to blow their cum way too early,
right?
And
exactly.
They fucking failed.
And now like Sony, and then like with the Mummy. They were trying to do this whole dark universe with like old Universal monsters.
I would have been so down for that if they were horror movies.
Right, exactly.
They made them action movies.
Right.
Like no one wants to fucking see
Tom
that.
Cruise in them.
And gave essentially Tom Cruise all control over the direction of the film.
Going back to Jared Leto though, He sounds like Waluigi when he does the ha 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 in Suicide Squad. Yeah, like what the fuck? He's literally Waluigi.
He's fucking terrible.
That was imagine like Heath Ledger would be rolling around in his grave if he saw that performance.
We should rewatch Suicide Squad sometime for free. When not
Katana.
Let's watch that scene
Katana. Again. I advise not getting killed by her. Her blade traps the souls of her victims. That fucking scene is just so lazy.
So good.
Every fucking part of that movie is lazy as shit.
All right, let's go back to Venom 2 real quick. Basically, I think Andy Serkis doesn't have a good track history directing. So doing this could possibly be even worse than the first one because he's got even less to work with than like the first director did.
Yeah,
I would rather have Serkis as Carnage, playing Carnage. Because
who fucking cast?
If you saw Black Panther, Andy Serkis in that played a great villain.
Yeah,
Ulysses Claw in Black Panther. He was fucking amazing. He would have been a great fucking Carnage. Just had a Woody Harrelson with his stupid fucking red wig.
Yeah, like I like Woody Harrelson as an actor, but I just think it's a miscast, like you said.
It's a miscast in the way they. He's like a psychopath serial killer.
Young adult though.
I don't know about that. He's a serial killer.
Right, but I thought he was like young. I didn't think he was fucking old, like middle aged.
I can't remember. Like
it was the way they introduced him with that fucking wig.
I need to see the wig.
I can pull it up here, but
what do you guys do with a wig?
I get that. Like maybe it'll be better, like motion capture,
right?
Because like he's good at that. But
yeah, I don't know. It's
overall that fucking movie. I'm just like, I hope it fucking flops. Yeah, like look at this. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck?
Like, what is going on here?
That's a fucking disgrace.
That was the after the credits scene that they were like, oh, people would be excited for this. Woody Harrelson in a fucking grandma wig.
Yeah, that really is a grandma wig.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's terrible. Jesus.
All right, that's enough Venom for today.
Forever.
Yeah, so I look forward to Venom 2.
Everyone does.
Here's a Jaden Smith, someone approaching Jaden Smith asking for money.
He's a nice guy.
Hey Jaden, I'm raising money for the homeless. You want to support the cause?
So that noise is basically his phone and the fucking megaphone he's talking with colliding.
Right, like interference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super loud. Yeah. I had to do this to get your attention. I'm sure you understand.
No.
Get me in the shot. I can't see that. But are you down to support?
Bro, I would.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Cosign. Can I get a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Keep supporting the people, man.
Okay. How do I help though?
How do you want to help?
Yeah. How do I help? What's your?
Can I reach out to you? Can I reach out to you on Twitter?
I mean, we're talking. What's your association?
Honestly, me and my brother knew you were coming out.
So cringy. Can I reach out to you on Twitter when they're literally right there?
Jaden's like, I'm in front of you, dude. Like,
yeah, he handles this so well.
Out here, we thought we'd just like create a thing. No, we want to help homeless people.
How?
We're gonna start a Kickstarter.
To do what?
A YouTube channel.
To do what?
We're gonna give out $10,000 at a time to homeless people on the street. We're gonna raise money from people that want to help.
Jaden's like, you're fucking.
I don't want money from you. I just want to know. Do you want to help the homeless?
I said yes 3 times.
That's awesome. This is a win for me.
Okay, cool.
This is a win for all of us.
Do you have information to give? Why don't you give it to
Do you have a card?
Awesome.
We gotta move on.
Absolutely.
We're not denying.
Fuck that guy. That guy's the
bro.
dumbass,
Anyone would do anything.
You know, as soon as he was done recording, he fucking ran off like a pussy.
He's like, bro, he comes up with a megaphone. There's no one else fucking there. Like
no one talking, no one yelling.
Yeah, what a douchebag.
Yeah, absolute fucking prick lord.
I guarantee after all this ASAP shit, like people are gonna be harassing rappers like way more.
Yeah,
like
he got some balls to do that, dude. Especially with like how big a security people have.
I mean, he handled that like so well.
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
that's a good thing.
Jaden has a good personality. He's always been like a nice guy.
We'll be seeing him in September.
Yeah, we gotta get tickets
for Tyler. So the walls at Lollapalooza went down.
Oh, I saw this.
Fuck these goddamn like, EDM concerts are the craziest.
This is so fucking like depressing.
people are running in.
They're storming these games.
They get tickets?
They don't have tickets. So they're just getting it for free. But they're knocking these gates down. Yeah, watch this. Look closer. Look who gets caught.
Three-legged man.
The man with the prosthetic.
He's got a prosthetic leg.
And they fucking
and they catch that.
and they catch him.
The only one they catch is the fucking prosthetic.
It's so depressing, dude. Everyone in the comments is like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
like they couldn't even let him through.
Everyone's storming the fucking castle.
Everyone's storming the beaches of Normandy, and fucking this man is just going absolutely apeshit.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
He's working with what he's got, and he just can't even make it.
EDM concert goers are fucking a breed of their own, dude. They are wild.
I think you're just a hater, honestly.
I think isn't Lollapalooza like everything? That's not necessarily.
No, it's like led by EDM people. I thought.
No, it's a lot of rappers too.
Well, isn't it like the main people?
How is that wild though? Like if you see an opportunity to get in for free, why wouldn't you take that?
Yeah, exactly.
If it was a rock concert or whatever the fuck.
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't do that anyway because I wouldn't want to get like tased or anything. But.
Well, I wouldn't do it either. But like,
if
saying
there's
that's
a fucking
like,
group of people though, you have a way better chance.
If it was that big, okay.
Through.
If it was like,
because you see how many people there are fucking storming those goddamn gates in that video. Like it's a lot.
Well, people just show up to concerts like without tickets, like and just like, all right, let's just scheme and let's just.
I mean, I don't know how that works. Yeah,
right. I wouldn't like. That's just weird to me. That's
probably once people find out that they can get through that way, they just start like amassing like a group.
That's like what's gonna happen at Area 51. Honestly,
and everyone's gonna fucking die.
Yeah. But someone found that kid and got him in. They got him a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they got him in.
That's good.
But he was just fucking
I know.
hobbling his way to
dude?
the fucking gate.
I felt so bad watching that video. I was like, what the fuck?
He just gets singled out. Imagine if they like tackled him, like threw his ass to the ground.
His leg just falls out.
So here's a military unit explosion.
Interesting.
This is in Russia. Of course it's Russia. Classic Chernobyl activity. So at their like military base, there like some weapon or something exploded. So a load of this. Shockwave.
That's fucking nutty, dude.
Like, what is going on in Russia?
Just in his backyard.
Imagine just like coming outside and seeing that. Like, what do you even do? I'd be fucking terrified.
Well, the Russians are in a league of their own.
It almost looked like a mushroom cloud at first.
It did.
Yeah.
It looked like you would think it'd be a fucking nuclear bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck?
The way that shit fucking
blew up.
came out.
And the shockwave too. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, the shockwave was. But
you know what he just needs to do? He just needs to hide in a refrigerator like Indiana Jones.
Or a bathtub.
He can survive a nuke in a refrigerator.
So they've evacuated a city of over 100,000 people
in Russia.
Yeah.
Like Chernobyl.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I just watched like the Chernobyl TV show.
Right, the HBO.
Dude, fucking Russia, man.
Yeah,
it's like, what is going on? Where like they're fucking up this bad.
Yeah, I mean Chernobyl. That's like inexcusable.
Yeah, Chernobyl was their own fucking fault, and they didn't want to admit it,
and they
because they
tried to cover it up.
Yeah, they didn't want to look weak.
Right, of course.
Such dumbasses.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. Fuck Russia.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with them. So
yeah,
get your shit together, Russia.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
So that's all we got. I'll end with the rules here for that Democratic convention. We can just watch this.
No clapping.
And making sure that everybody is able to fully participate in this convention. The first thing that we have to talk about is accessibility. We have a lot of disabled comrades, and a lot of those are invisible disabilities. You don't know who it is that is having a more difficult time navigating this space, and this space was not created with all of their needs in mind. So it's up to us to modify that space to make sure that everybody is able to move in the ways that they need to move. What this means is that, first of all, in this room, I see that no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this. And that's really important, because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reduce
I'd love to see people 50 years ago have someone come up on a fucking
say shit
thing, and they'd say, "Get the fuck off the stage."
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
This just shows how PC and pussy everyone is nowadays. They're like, "Oh, we gotta cater to everyone." It's like the fucking thing where it's like, at in like what is it? Like young sports and stuff like that. Like it's like, oh, everyone wins.
Yeah,
it's just like everyone's just such pussies nowadays.
But these are all adults, so like they shouldn't be such fucking
exactly. It's so ridiculous.
This is like bred from like it's indoctrinated. It's like bred from when they're a kid. Like when I worked at the hospital, like real quick. There was like this woman that would come in all the time with her daughter, and she'd be like, "My daughter's so sick. She's deathly sick." We'd check her out, and I worked as a registrar for our audio listeners, so I would just get insurance information. But I would like hear the doctors talking to them while I'm getting the insurance information. This woman would be like, "I'm sick, and my daughter's so sick," and her daughter was like 10 years old. They ran every fucking test they could, and there was not a single thing wrong with her. And it's like indoctrinating with the fucking what's that called? Like the disease where you think you're always sick. A hypochondriac.
Yeah.
And it's like they like parents teach their kids like to be like so super sensitive to germs and to everything else, and then they start to create mental disorders in their own head that like I'm fucked up. I need accommodation for the noise or for like fragrances and shit.
Yeah, it's just like so ridiculous though, because it's just like again like.
Can you not do anything in the world anymore?
It's like impossible to cater to fucking everyone. So like, why even bother?
Can you not be uncomfortable anymore? Like,
God fucking forbid. Oh, you hear some. Oh no! You got to do this.
It's too loud. Too loud. Sensory overload.
It's bothering me that they're calling them comrades too. That's making me a little.
Yeah, it's like Russian. Yeah, they said that in the other video too. They said comrades as well. This is like 6 minutes. So
just keep it going.
Reducing that's really important. So please don't clap. Shoot up these.
Shoot up my cone.
In terms of movement, right? You'll notice that a lot of these floors are connected by elevators. Those elevators are very slow. If you are able to use the stairs that are immediately outside, and even better, if you're able to go across the way to use the stairs in the corners, that's going to free up space for people who have to rely upon
I was wondering about his outfit.
Transportation. If you can use the stairs, use the stairs. If you are able
this is on like
to
Twitter
use
or something,
the escalators, use the escalators. And if you need the elevator, the marshals are going to be trying to.
He's
do
trying to
their
like
best to make
not.
Sure
He's stepping on eggshells right now. He's trying not to
say a trigger word.
Yeah.
It's hard. I got through that section.
And additionally, with the noise issue, like avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right? Because there's all sorts of things. You don't know show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt somebody else. We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options.
Quiet rooms.
On Piedmont floor, on 7, there's one that has video but no sound. If you still want to be able to observe the convention, but the sound is an issue.
Why would you go to a convention that you can't fucking hear?
You have to go to a fucking room to watch.
I know.
Watch at your own house and mute the TV.
Right? Because that's going to be good for people. And whether, perfumes or anything like that. So in
he just said no strong
perfumes
perfumes in that room.
On consent, right? The principle of collective security is we don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? And we have to be accountable to each other that our actions might have negative consequences for other people. So first and foremost, use the proper doors, right? Don't try and exit through these or any other sort of like fun shortcuts you see. We really need to keep those closed. You have to have your credentials at all time. We're not trying to be jerks, but there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, and the way that
the infiltrators.
Not
the sabotaging fucking cucks.
You know what they want to come into this convention? They want Mark Zuckerberg robots to come in, just show off their fucking pass, and then walk in.
Do they scan with a chip in their wrist?
They're just androids. They don't smell.
They want everybody to just sit there like fucking stoic.
It's such a fucking joke. Like,
scan your barcode on the back of your head.
Oh my god, this shit is so annoying.
Well, it's like the other thing too. I'm Frankie.
Yeah, just keep it playing.
Yeah.
Enable us to keep them out is by making sure it's very easy for all the marshals
like droids
to see those. We're also talking about de-escalation, right? because people are going to have different experiences of things that some others might think is normal heatedness, and I think in some of that there's an inevitability there, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not making an affirmative effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? And we have marshals who are going to help you do that. If you are having a conflict with somebody, feel free to step away, right? We're going to make sure that you can get out of that space. Let somebody else step away if they need to step away, right? And generally, try to be chill, right? Take a deep breath.
They're like asking to be made fun of.
They're telling people how to act.
Say anything.
Well, they're asking to be made fun
We
of.
also have an
Nazi
info
camp, dude.
security.
Yeah, it is like a
quiet room.
This is
I tie
really,
you up
really
and you can't
important.
listen.
Here's what you can and
Please
can't do.
don't tweet photos of your credentials. That would be very bad. Please don't share your credentials with other people. If you have friends here that you would like to be here and they don't have credentials, don't let them in. Don't make exceptions for those people because it makes it really hard to take care of the people. Don't really talk to anybody who doesn't have a credential, especially if you claim to be from the press. You have no idea who
They're
that is.
lower
The right wing,
citizens.
the right wing
Anybody
infiltrators.
who identifies themselves as a member of
Yeah,
the
because
press
they want to be
without
in there
having,
so bad.
Credentials.
People are cramming to get in
talk
there.
to cops.
Imagine
They're trying to
Don't
break
talk
down the
to
doors
MAGA
to get in
assholes.
there.
What do you say? Don't talk
we're
to
almost
cops?
there.
Oh yeah,
Just,
he did.
But thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back for that.
Please do.
So he said, "Don't talk to anyone." Can you imagine someone just going in there and just going, "Ah!" just screaming?
Everyone just starts fucking
absolutely
seizing
fucking
and
screaming.
like fucking.
Yeah, listen to this. So people start cheering, and he goes jazz hands on them.
Cops, don't talk to MAGA press without having credentials. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there. Just
These jazz hands.
but thank you. We are
But
going
do
to be
this,
visited
please.
tomorrow.
said
by
No noise, no noise.
MAGA protesters.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
Abortion clinic escort work.
I don't know what abortion has to do with any
It's a
of this.
very
but-
similar
They don't
operation to
support
that, right? With abortion clinic escort work, you don't want to engage with the MAGAs. You don't want to engage with them at all because the priority is getting people in and out safely without them being harassed by anybody. So by you engaging with them, you are putting danger and stress on your comrades who didn't consent to that.
Comrades, it's so weird. That's
by
so
all means,
Russian.
don't talk to cops if there are cops there for any
They're a socialism
reason
group, and they're
at
calling
all,
people
right?
comrades?
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
do see someone talking
Interesting.
to cops,
Coincidence?
let the marshals know. The last thing is, we have a tough job here. You have a tough job here, and the other tough thing here is making sure that
tough.
everybody's voice is heard. I know
How
that
do
the
they
folks
do
up
it?
front are going to do their best to make sure everyone's voice is heard during the debates. Our marshals are going to be running microphones. They're going to be holding on to those microphones.
Point of personal
Please do
privilege.
your best to
were
respect
they
that
saying?
and communicate with us
Look,
if
here she
you
comes.
need the mic
Yeah,
held
that's the
differently
woman that was in
for
that
you
clip.
for any kind of reason. But please let them make sure that everyone has access to those, and we take it low and slow in terms of getting everybody access
fucking
to
dudes
those.
look like.
Please let us know if you have any kinds of conflicts, any problems about mobility, any problems about finding what you need, any problems or conflicts with other people, or anybody who you see without credentials that you think we should have our eyes on. Please let us know.
It's literally
we
a
are-
fucking concentration
We are safe
camp.
and we are strong because there's power.
So
in
strong,
collective-
even though we
Don't
can't,
let
can't
the
clap.
work,
Hold
and
on.
that's exactly
Someone's
what we're
done,
doing
please.
here. And we're going to rely on you to make that happen. So I'm very happy to be working with you on this project, and I hope everyone has a great convention.
Jazz hands.
You know what I love? Is they're always saying, one side is saying one side of the other. Oh, MAGA. Don't talk to any MAGA.
Assholes.
Like, listen. There's fucking elitists on both sides. The
Yeah.
MAGA assholes
Yeah.
and these fucking
Radicals.
And they're the
absolute
radicals
piece of
on the
shit
other side.
radicals.
They're the radicals.
Yeah, like they're both fucking terrible. Like if you just mind your own fucking business and just
Yeah.
believe what you believe and don't force it upon other people.
Yeah.
And most
then
people,
guess what? No one gives a fuck.
Most
Like,
people aren't like that radical.
yeah, exactly.
too.
It's that 1% that ruins it for everyone else.
That's like it's like almost fear mongering. The way
Yeah.
he said, "Don't talk to cops." Immediately after that, he said,
Comrades.
Yeah.
"Don't." No, he said, "Don't talk to cops," and then don't talk to. He goes, "Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes."
Yeah.
No,
I thought he said,
and he's like,
I thought he said.
Jazz hands.
I thought
Too
he
loud,
said,
too loud.
I thought he said mega assholes, but then he
Nah,
was basically
MAGA,
like saying that
MAGA.
all cops support Trump. I'm like,
Yeah,
first of all, that's
that's
just a blatant
ridiculous.
fucking lie. Like, because you're a cop, you're immediately Republican or right wing. Like, that's not how
politics now.
Like,
it's basically what's funny to me is like they're all pretty much Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
but they're trying to start a revolution, but they're all like as thin.
Very carefully.
They're so thin skinned as can be that like literally anything can trigger them.
Set off fucking anyone.
Yeah. So how the fuck do they think they're going to start a revolution when they can't even like listen to an applause? Because sensory overload.
Wild, much overload.
Like, it'd be different if they did
change your fucking diaper for Christ's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, especially that one guy was like, well, please don't use gender language.
That man was like slurping something, dude.
Yeah, he definitely was sucking on.
He was a mega neckbeard.
I'm offended by that. I'm offended.
Like, I don't know. And that one guy.
Point of personal privilege.
The one guy stood up. He goes, "Yeah, I'm Jonathan Byers or whatever." Like, I stand up, and he goes, "He, him," and like he like states how he's addressed.
And he's
and,
like,
yeah, he as soon as he hears fucking
guys,
dude, he just
can you guys? And he's like,
absolutely livid,
triggered.
Yeah, it's like I'm fine with like addressing people as what they want to be addressed as, but when you like have to make a note to like make everyone aware that you're fucking uncomfortable,
you're being
it's, like,
too
dramatic.
rational. Stop being so rational, Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
Did you guys get messaged back from your number neighbors?
No.
You haven't even been looking.
No, I was taking a peek. I didn't get anything.
You did?
I didn't get it. I didn't.
Interesting. I'm the only one that got some.
Your number neighbor's the only nice person.
I'll have to check. He probably responded to
Fuck
me.
your number neighbor.
So that's it for this week.
Good game.
Yeah, check us out on social media. Wife Left Me Pod on Insta and Twitter. We're going to be posting a lot of like content that we typically watch on the show there. My Wife Left Me Podcast on YouTube for video version. I'm Kevin. You can follow me, Kev Gordy, on Twitter, Vibranium with a Y on Twitch. Pat?
You can follow me at Mr. Starfish on Instagram and at Mr. Starfish on Twitter. That's MR Starfish. I am just now redoing my page. I'm going to be posting more fitness stuff as well as video games, anime, and memes. So be sure to check me out on Instagram and Twitter, MR Starfish. Mr. Sean?
Yes, and you can follow me at an Abusive Yeti on Twitch. And you need to start streaming again.
You telling me? I'm down. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
need to.
we need to both.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
We both need to jerk each other off.
Telling both of you.
On cam.
Yeah, on Twitch. Our first stream back, we'll be jerking each other off.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. That'll definitely get some views.
Hot content.
Toss a cat behind you.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Hey everyone, Kevin here. We recently had someone named Jordan make new podcast artwork for us, which is awesome. So as a repayment and good gesture to him, we're going to play the promo that he has for his podcast, which is a movie podcast. So check it out and enjoy.
Have you ever wondered what so-called family films will scar your kids forever? Putting 4 and 5-year-olds in front of this movie, it's like, if they didn't know what death was before this, they're going to know it after it.
They're going to know it after it, and they're going to be freaking terrified.
And they're going to be questioning you.
Yeah.
Or do you have the slight suspicion that your loved one has a cold, dead heart?
Yeah, the Dark Knight has got like all the orphans, and like, oh no, we're going to die. They did not build up those orphans at all. In my head, it's like, kill them.
Then look no further. The His Film Her Movie podcast is the show for you. It's the movie podcast that celebrates the contrasting cinematic tastes of its hosts. So join Jordan and Lauren every week on their unique journey through the land of the silver screen. So if you're looking for a few laughs, some fun film-related chat, then get involved. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts.